Hey guys, well today I am sharing an eye look from the Naked Basics 2 palette, and my hair's still wet. Got out of the shower not long ago, but I keep meaning to show you this easy eye look I do because I've been wearing it a lot lately, and especially like on Instagram or like Insta stories, I have people always asking me what eye look I'm doing. And I have shared on there before that this is what I'm using, but I just thought I would show you actually what I do, and it's just been an easy go-to for me. And I notice I'm carrying this palette with me when I travel a little bit too, like as just something extra with it, with whatever palette I'm bringing, because I like that it has the mattes, and one color in particular I've been using as a liner. So for instance, this color right here, I've been using as like a shadow liner underneath. So I do have the rest of my makeup done. Sorry if I sound a little froggy still. If you follow me on Instagram, again on stories, I updated, I don't know, it's probably been 2 weeks ago now, because it's been a week ago today, or a week ago yesterday I went to the doctor. But I had a sinus infection. It started the week before Mother's Day. It's kind of like allergies and such, and it progressed into a sinus infection. I kept getting worse. Well, I just thought, you know, those things would run its course. I didn't want to go to the doctor. Well, Mother's Day weekend, I just kept getting worse. And so finally then that Wednesday after Mother's Day, I went to the doctor. So I've been on antibiotics, and then that started making me feel kind of sick. So I've just kind of been out of commission a little bit. So sorry for the lack of videos, but I do have some fun videos coming up. Some of them are travel related, and I have a skincare video coming up soon. So anyway, if I sound a little funny or seem a little off, that's why. I've been pretty sick and just not felt myself. So let's get into the eye look. Now, I don't do this every time, but I'm going to today. It just kind of just depends on my mood. I'm going to use a base. This is the Laura Mercier. This is the Au Naturel, the Caviar Stick. This is the matte. I'm getting pretty low on mine. I'm going to need to get another one soon, but it's just like a nice new color. On me, since I have very light eyelids, it pulls a little bit pink, kind of mauve tone. So basically I just put that kind of all over my lid and then up into the crease a little bit. Hopefully you can see this okay. Just, you know, to where I can see it basically. It just gives, you know, a little bit of dimension. And then I just take a fluffy brush and kind of blend it out a little bit so it's not so harsh looking. And this is actually a pretty quick eye as well. Of course, if I was not talking and explaining what I'm doing, it doesn't take me any time, and I feel like in person it's very just natural and pretty. And then I'll show you a couple tips you can do to kind of make it, you know, a little more like evening friendly or whatever, you know, if you just want to step it up a bit. So basically I'm just going to take this first color over here, which is kind of, I would say it's more like a satin, and I just grabbed any old brush. A lot of times I kind of take a fluffy brush just because I'm kind of putting it all over the lid, not being real precise or anything. I just like to have a shadow over the shadow stick so it's not so sticky and the colors don't like grab onto it. And then what I've been doing, I've really loved this brush. I think I got it at Ulta. This is a Morphe M433. You can see it's, I've used it, even though I wipe it off, it comes really clean when you wash it, but every time you use it being white, you can see it. So it's very fluffy. For some of you, if you have really small eyelids, this may be a little too fluffy, but I've really enjoyed this because it really diffuses the color. I feel like it helps with blending a lot. So it's become kind of my favorite blending type brush. Get a color in the crease and blend it out. So what I do next then is take this next color. By the way, that first color was Skimp, and then the next color is Stark. On me, this pulls a little bit warm, and basically what I do is just start in the crease, kind of right above or right on top of where I ended with that stick. And I just keep blending out. Basically, I'm just kind of trying to warm up my crease, blend out the color. I have hooded eyes slightly, really just on this one eye. So I kind of bring it up far. And this looks good even without the base. So if I wouldn't have used that Laura Mercier, you could probably see this color on its own a little bit, at least on my skin tone. The only thing about this palette, you really have to tap off the excess. Sorry, I feel like, and that's why I've not even done a video or Insta stories. I feel like I still sound froggy, like even with antibiotics, which obviously it's killed everything in my system. You know how that goes, even though I'm taking a probiotic with it. I feel like I've had something in my chest. It's probably just allergies. The doctor did advise me to start taking a daily allergy pill because ours have been pretty bad this year. Ours are bad every year here, but so this is what you're left with now. Just simple. If you want to just leave it like that for a pretty simple eye. And I just use this brush, continue on. Now, I have continued on with this shade before. It's a little more gray. I'm gonna skip that and go to this brown one here. And this is Cover. So this is where, to me, it starts coming to life. So I basically just kind of pat it in the corner and then start doing circular motions, staying kind of in that outer half of my eyelid. And just, you know, keep blending it and blending it. That's what I love. I feel like it's a combo of this palette and this brush really, I don't know, makes everything blend nice, and you start getting that nice warmth, but blended out look to the outer corner. Now my eyes are two different shapes, as most people are, but sometimes it's really hard to get them even because one is more rounded and one is more hooded and almond shape. So I just try to get them as even as I can. And in my mirror, I'm getting a lot of glare from that window, so I hope it looks even. But again, I just really love this brush for that, you know, like I said, really diffused out, you know, you don't have to work with things a lot. So this is what you have. And this is pretty much how I leave it. Now, once in a while, say if I want to amp it up a little bit. This is for daytime, so I'm not going to, but I'll take this next color right next to it, and it's Primal. And I'll basically take a smaller brush. Let me see here. So if you wanted, you could take like a MAC 217, or I really like this one too. This is from e.l.f. It's just their small crease brush. And I'll dip it into that and really just stay in the outer corner and deepen it up. So you could do it that way, or you could also then take, you know, this like deep charcoal color. I've done that with like a liner before. I'm really loving this brush as well. I think I bought it at the same time as that other one. This is a Morphe M432. It's just a flat brush, and that's what I use for my liner under here. But what you could do is take this charcoal color and do that as a liner on top if you want. I hardly ever do a liner on top anymore, and if I do, it's always a shadow because it just looks a little bit harsh. I've actually, tell me if this is something you guys want to see. I started making notes months and months back when, you know, you start kind of getting the same comments or questions or whatever. Things I've done after 40 that help me look younger, I guess you'd say, especially with makeup. Some of it's hair too. Let me know if you guys would like to see a video on that. It's just things, you know, I found that work with me that are not aging. So again, let me know, but that's something I've done is I've kind of stopped the liner. I was a gel liner person forever, and now, you know, I just do like a shadow if I want. So taking this brush, I'm going to use this color right here. Again, like I said, the Primal, or no, the Cover. And I just dip it in there, and then I'm gonna just go underneath. I hope I'm still in focus here. And it just gives me enough color, and I just kind of bring it up to meet the outer edge. I'm somebody, I need something on the bottom. I can't really do a liner anymore unless it's a real soft color. It just looks so harsh on me. But I have to have something. I'm not one of those people that can get away with putting like just mascara on my lower lashes without a shadow or something. I think that looks really strange on me. Like, I feel like I'm looking like my blush and stuff looks really harsh. In person it doesn't, and maybe it won't when I edit, but I feel like it's looking at it like on this side. Again, there could be shadows and weird stuff. Usually it's fine when I watch it back in editing, and I get a lot of questions lately maybe again on Insta story. If you're not following me there, my Instagram name, it's always listed below. But I always tightline pretty much, and for many, many months, I may have even made it into my best of 2017. I've been using the IT Cosmetics No Tug Waterproof Anti-Aging Gel Eyeliner in black, and I just tightline with that. That's another reason why I haven't been lining the top of my lid, is I just tightline with this. So what you could do is then add, what I typically do is add a liner on my bottom waterline. And many of you know my go-to is from Chanel. It's their marine liner. They have it in 2 different formulas, the waterproof, twist up, and then a pencil. But for during the day, what I really like is this MAC Fascinating, and it's white. Many people like to use a nude eyeliner in the waterline. I can't. It looks ridiculous on me. I mean, it totally screams like fake. Now you have to watch with the white so you don't get it into your lashes, or this will look fake too. But I just find for me, this looks more natural. So this is what I do regardless of day or night. Put this in my upper waterline. And I don't know if you can just tell between the two, just doing that, how much it deepens that lash line. So do that, and then come in with the white. Okay, and then there's the white, and then I'll throw on some mascara. I'm still using my favorite combo. I kind of switch back and forth between the Lancome, the Monsieur Big, and the L'Oreal Lash Paradise, and of course the primer. So that is the finished look. Like I said, I've just been doing this every day. My go-to still gives me a little definition in the crease, which I need. And again, you know, just little tips if you want to change it up for nighttime. Add a darker eyeliner on the waterline, and then maybe some shadow if you want, or a little bit darker in the crease. You know, just a couple little things. But I'm telling you, this palette, I've always loved it, but it's just been such an easy go-to for me lately that, you know, I thought I would share, because again, like I said, I've had some questions when you guys see me, what's on my eyes. This has been it. So I hope you guys found this helpful. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're not already subscribed, please do so you don't miss any future videos, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.